John, you guys have won 3 straight. What do you like about the kind of basketball you're playing right now?
I think the entire roster is playing very confidently, and we're not just playing confidently individually, but we're confident in each other, and we got a couple guys who are really starting to hit shots and get stride going. So I say as a collective, we're just playing as confident as we've been all year.
Now you're playing Florida State. How many? You seem to always do pretty well. You're another guy that seems to always do pretty well against the Seminoles. So, we'll call your shot there. How many points? How many 3-pointers? What can we expect from you tomorrow there?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny. Every time we play them, you can tell they kind of make certain adjustments towards me. So I'm sure they're gonna bring something different to the table this game. But yeah, they do a great job of just the way they play defense, being up in the gaps, denying passes. So it kind of allows me to have a lot more space. So I don't know how many points. I wish I could tell the future.
So the question: they just give you more room at the 3-point line?
Yeah, I think they pressure you a lot, and they rely on people to kind of make individual plays at the rim. And I think coaches do a good job of kind of telling us with the shot blockers and the length that they have, you're rarely going to be able to get to all the way to the paint, but kind of getting into the paint and then kicking it out and then kind of getting off of rotations and then attacking and closeout. I think it's kind of where I've been successful the last couple of times I've played the Seminoles.
Do your eyes light up when you find out you're playing Florida State?
In a way, yeah. I think it just allows my attack and confident natures to thrive in a game like this.
Before you guys went on this 3-game winning streak, y'all were on the road to playing today, but obviously that's not the case. Just how big is it to have an extra day to, basically prepare, not rather than play 5 games, possibly you're going to only have to play 4?
Oh, it's huge. I remember my freshman year in the ACC tournament, just the wear and tear that it does on your body day in and day out. And my body hurts after 1 game, so 4 days, 5 days in a row, definitely you can imagine is a lot worse. So that 1 day matters all that much.
You beat him in Blacksburg, but you lost the first game in Tallahassee. What do you feel you did pretty well, you guys, in the rematch to win it that you want to do again tomorrow?
I think it was a physicality issue. I think we had him beaten in Tallahassee the first time, and then there was like I think if I remember correctly, they kind of dominated us on the free throw box outs and on the glass, and a stretch there where it was like we kind of gave them the win, we felt like, and we let that one slip away. So that was one game that we look back on, we kind of regret, and it was on the road. So I think the second time around when we played them, we were just a lot more physical on the glass. I think Lynn had a monster game the second time we played them. So we're going to need the same thing out of those guys this time around.
You also had, they had the first game they had 8 steals on you guys. You had fewer turnovers in game 2. What was key to doing that in game 2?
I think physicality goes into that too, just being strong with the ball, taking care of it. That's their motto, just kind of ramping people up and getting people to play faster than they usually do, and I think that's what leads to turnovers. So I think just keeping pace and being strong with the ball.
You guys were +11 on the glass on Saturday this year when you out-rebound your opponent. You're 12-3. How important is that aspect in a tournament like this where you're going to have to play defense, but also the physicality aspect of it, the rebounding aspect?
Yeah, it's huge. Those second chance points on Saturday specifically meant a lot. I don't know the numbers on how many we converted in second chance points, but it gives us an opportunity to win games that are either fewer possessions or really close at the end. So our bigs have done a great job of that as of late, and like I said, we're going to need some of the best play out of everybody this week to do the same.
How rewarding was it for you to make All-Conference 3rd team yesterday?
It was nice. I never really get picked for those awards, so it was kind of cool, I guess.
What kind of work do you think? What kind of work went into behind the scenes to turn yourself into an All-Conference player this year?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of hard work. Not even just since I've been here at Virginia Tech, but I think back to just getting to college and earning a Division I scholarship was kind of meant the world to me, and I think back to a lot of 5 a.m. workouts with my dad, my older brothers, going into the gym and shooting when I didn't want to, and waking up when I wanted to sleep in, and a lot of stuff went into it, and it's kind of stuff like this is a little bit rewarding, and just kind of look back on and kind of show that those early mornings were worth it, and the workouts and all the shots were worth it. So.
How much pressure did you feel this year? Because so often, they needed you to handle the ball. They needed you to take the shots. They needed they weren't going to win if you didn't score X amount of points. Did you feel a lot of pressure this year with how much you mentioned the team this year?
I think that's just part of the role that I'm in. Pressure maybe at some points more than others, but I want a lot asked from me, and I want a high task order. So I wouldn't say. I think I would say I've gotten better at handling the pressure. I think last year was worse as far as how I handled the pressure than this year. It is a tall order, but to ask of me, but I think I'm prepared for it and ready for it, and I think that I could have handled it better some games, but still have a lot to look forward to, and I think I've grown a lot this year.
Hunter talked about consistency being the biggest lesson from the regular season that he hopes to sort of carry over. Do you agree with that, and how do you sort of hope to apply that to this conference tournament?
Yeah, I think if you want to win 4 games in a row against some of the best competition in the league, you got to be consistent. So I would definitely agree with Hunter on that. And it can be consistent in a lot of things. It can be consistent hitting shots, consistent with hitting the ball, or like David said, just consistent on the boards. So if we can just find a way to balance all of those and find consistency in those areas, I think we can do well.
Do you have a preference? Obviously, this game and potentially the game on the Thursday will be at noon. Do you have a preference on game times? You prefer the noon tips?
Yeah, I hate the late afternoon, like 9 p.m. I think last year Notre Dame and NC State were 9 p.m. games, and it was like just waiting around here all day and going to shoot around, then having to wait 6 hours till you kind of ramp your body up again is the worst. So I actually prefer the 12 or 2:30 games the most. I like those as far as how my body feels.
Have you been to D.C. before?
Yeah, my first time up here was last fall break. My girlfriend lives up here in Northern Virginia, so we drove over here.
Excited to go to the White House?
Yeah, I'm actually thrilled. When I was here with her, we walked outside and we were like standing by the gates, but it would be cool to go inside. I'm actually excited.
And you are aware of the historical significance?
Yeah, my girlfriend kind of reminded me. She was like, "You know about Watergate, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think so." But it was just like the scandal, right, with the spying on like getting secret information, something like that.
Burglary.
They broke in next door to the Democratic
They like
headquarters and got
taped the
caught.
door open or something.
Yeah.